I think at some point, we've all wondered what it means to be off the grid. It's a life of self-reliance, one that doesn't depend on utility companies or supermarkets. It's a life where you are completely dependent on yourself, God, the land, and its resources. This is really what it means to be living off the grid. It's a life of sustainability and self-reliance. It involves sourcing food through hunting, farming, and foraging, harnessing natural elements like the sun and wind to power homes. It's a life where you are your own power company, water supplier, and grocery store. The basic requirements of off-grid living revolve around 4 essential elements: water, food, shelter, and power. If you find a place that's disconnected from utility sources, you might need to collect rainwater or dig a well, use solar panels or wind turbines for power, and install a septic system for waste management. Living off the grid means different things to different people and comes with certain gray areas. Internet access, for instance, can be seen as a link to the grid. However, some off-grid practitioners may choose to include it in their lifestyle due to personal or professional obligations. Ultimately, living off the grid is a personal choice and can be tailored to suit individual needs. Now you might wonder, what's the cost of living off the grid? It sounds like a cost-effective lifestyle, but there are several upfront costs to consider. Firstly, you need land. Depending on where you live, a small plot of rural land can cost between $20,000 to $30,000. Next, you need housing. You could be spending as little as $10,000 for an old RV or over $100,000 for a cabin or a house. Power is another significant cost. Solar panels, wind turbines, and backup batteries can set you back at least $15,000. Access to water is another crucial factor. Digging a well or installing a water pump to exploit a natural water source on your property can cost a few $1,000s to about $15,000. Waste management is another aspect to consider. Installing a septic system or a composting toilet can cost a few $1,000s. Lastly, if you live in a colder climate, heating your home can range from a few $100 to a few $1,000, depending on whether you opt for a wood stove or a gas heater. In summary, living off the grid is a commitment to a sustainable lifestyle. It involves self-reliance on water, food, shelter, and power. While it comes with significant upfront costs, including land, housing, power, water, waste management, and heating, it is a lifestyle choice that can be tailored to individual needs. It's a way of life that values sustainability, self-reliance, and a deep connection to the natural world.